In today's video, we are going to be concentrating on these, the fairway woods, what could be a valuable weapon in your bag, and yet for many people turn out to be a headache, a hindrance, and a pain in the arse. And the reason for that is this, the top shot, the absolute bane of so many people's lives. But notice what I did there. I topped it on command. Now that means if I can top it on command, I can also control low point to make sure that I strike it sweetly. So what do we mean by low point? As you swing the golf club, it forms a roughly circular motion around the body. We call this swing arc. And to hit a successful golf shot, that arc needs to bottom out at the right place. I'll exaggerate this a little bit, but with the irons, we want the arc moving in a little bit steeper and bottoming out after the ball. That is how you take a divot. If you were going to hit a driver, you'd want the club arc bottoming out slightly before or at the ball so you can hit upwards. This gives you maximum efficiency through the ball. Now, the best way to think about a fairway wood is that you want that arc bottoming out pretty much at the ball and just brushing and sweeping along the ground. In the words of Colin Montgomery, we want to elongate that hitting zone. Because if you can get that club sweeping along the ground at impact, you're going to present a decent amount of loft to the ball, and you're not going to have to try and help it up in the air. Because this is one of the huge problems we see with golfers and fairway woods. The arms crumpling through impact, the wrist breaking down, the body lifting as a golfer tries to help the ball up into the air. Now, to work on this, I have a drill which is so simple and so easy to do, you will be shocked. You may as well just fall off your chair now. And it involves this, a plain old tee. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this tee in the ground, and I'm going to leave just a tiny bit of it above the surface. We're talking about ½ an inch. So just about this amount, not too dissimilar to what you'd be using if you hit a fairway wood off a tee. Now, do you remember at the start of this video when I hit that top shot and I spoke about controlling your arc? This drill allows you to do that. So ball position, we want forward in the stance. I have a 3-wood here. And I'm just going to take a couple of practice swings, just trying to get the feeling that I'm sweeping the club along the ground and I'm just clipping the very top of that tee. And then the drill is super simple. All I want you to do is clip the head off the tee. And as you can see, exhibit for the jury here, I've managed to clip it off. Now, you may well turn around and say, well, Pete, you know, you're an average golfer. You can do this. Honestly, this is a drill which helps a lot of different golfers. And it's pretty easy to do. Controlling low point is a lot easier and it's a lot simpler to manage when the ball is not there. Now, what does that tell you about a golfer's psyche, first of all, but also what does that tell you about your skill level? It should tell you that you're able to swing in this manner, but if you focus on something like clipping a tee peg out of the ground rather than trying to lift the ball into the air, you're going to be more successful. But the feeling when the ball is on the ground is exactly the same. You just want to be feeling like you're clipping the surface, like you're brushing the grass away, like you're taking a couple of heads off the grass. So a few little motions, just brushing the surface, getting that feeling, and feel the same through the ball. That is a very simple drill and something you can replicate. If you don't have access to a beautiful grass range like they have here at Whirlwind, if you take just the very small tees that they have at a driving range and do the same thing, it works the same. If you have enjoyed today's video, make sure you take a screenshot now, and that gives you all the information in a text format. Be a subscriber to the channel if you haven't already. We want to expand this Swing Quest community, and please check out these videos here about how to improve your accuracy off the tee.